You know what I'm thinking the main disconnect happened through that time. And then if we're thinking about what was going on in people's life at that time, and not in like a date, not in like a historical analysis, purely historical analysis, but also like in terms of like thinking about their anxieties and their questions and their quests, basically. What would they, what was their main concerns? Why did they do what they did? I don't know.
You mean during the different empires that passed?
Yeah, I would say like in the past 200 years, you know, that's where like the traces of things, because sometimes that's what I'm thinking, that sometimes when I'm thinking about things that happened in Tehran, things really didn't happen in Tehran. Things were happening in Tabriz, or things were happening in Istanbul, and then things were changing in Tehran because of what happened in Istanbul, you know?
Yeah, of course. But then where do you start? I mean, you can look at Palestine, you can look at Syria, you can look at Turkey.
Mhm.
I mean,
But
those are
from where we stand, from like, okay, so what we're talking about is that uh, we assume that there are people here who would act as these protectors, you know. So these protectors who had established a relationship with land, which is not necessarily abusive, they were here. You know, this is, if you think that this is kind of an assumption that was there. But then we slowly lost their way of life, lost them, you know, and lost connection with them. But for me, is like, when did that happen? What was the problems with those protectors? What did they miss? You know, what did we miss? And why that happened, you know, in terms of like looking at the reality of the things that were going on, and then learning from it for like, well, how, now what is the new way of imagination? What should we think about to not miss these opportunities, you know?